Guys, and welcome to another video that I haven't done in a while, which is a showcase to show one of my collections. And today, because it is my birthday, which I'm going to show it to you guys like always, if you guys don't believe me. And here it is going to say it. Oh, wait, it didn't say it. Well, that's because I didn't have the volume up. How do I go back? There we go. So I always show it with this. It's my birthday, so with that being said and showing you guys, let's show you the showcase, which is going to be this binder right here. This binder, this nice little binder of Digimon the card game. You could kind of, I did an unboxing for this early this year about it, showing casing how it looks like and everything. But it's not going to be for the new game of Digimon the card game for 2020. It's going to be for Digi-battle. And I really do like this binder, because it is an awesome looking one. Now, I actually put these stickers here because if you guys saw my unboxing for the Binding of Isaac, I got these stickers here. And I was going to put them where I put my other stickers. And these stickers suck. They really are bad. They're transparent. So when you put them on something that's a darker background, they do not pop, as you can see them here. So that's why I put them here. Like, I was not planning to put something on this one, but because the stickers weren't that great, they're transparent stickers, I had no choice but to put it in a white background, and this was the only thing I pretty much had. But anyways, without further ado, let's showcase my Digimon, the Digi-battle cards, which I had for the longest. I actually was collecting this from the beginning, so that's why you will notice some of my cards will say first edition. They dropped it really quickly after the first set. First edition didn't really stick with them. It was more of a Pokemon thing. So, I mean, it's cool. But yeah, here is the first one, which I will say is Bo. Now, Bo is the first pack. I believe there were 30 cards. I can't remember. Well, they were all pretty much the same amount of cards. I'm going to say 30, 40, 50, somewhere around there. But it would say 07, 09, you know, etc. But it will continue that path. So when you get to the next part, even though it will be like series 2, it continues the number. So it's not like Pokemon where it's like this is one of 30. Let's just say like that. This is just a set that continues. So this was the first set, which, let me make sure I have a good angle here. So which pretty much everything was how you're seeing right here. And let me see if I can, nope, that's a little better. Yeah, because the lighting is kind of glaring with the plastic. But yeah, the thing with Digimon was that they had the golden letters, which Yu-Gi-Oh started doing later on. Pokemon really didn't have that. It was pretty much you had a rare or a holo. But Digimon is where I noticed the golden letters, and that's where it started. So the Godamon was actually pretty hard. In this set, the one I tried to get the hardest was the Anja Woman. I could not get this at all. I pretty much got everything everything. And then one day I went to a card store and I was just like, give me a pack. I opened it, nothing. Give me another pack. So I was buying them as I was opening them until I pulled that Anja Woman. It's like, oh, well, I'm done. And I'm like, thank you for your service. It was a small little card store. So that's how pretty much I got it. But I did pull everything you see here on Series 1. I did pull. That metal Edamon, pretty cool. Foil, as you can see. But yeah, the metal Seedramon, really love it. Marine Angemon. But yeah, a lot of these cards, the Boltmon, the Pipemon, a lot of these cards bring so much nostalgia to me, especially seeing how I did, you know, pretty much unlock them. And this is basically like a trainer card, power options for Digimon. A lot of the artwork did come back for that special set of Digimon. I forgot what set it was. But it was the EX set. The EX01 was based on the artwork of this, with some cards that never really got to see it here. I mean, they did come out in France. So that's another thing I will say about the Digi-battle cards. As you can see, I do own all of them, but I'm going to say I only own the English versions. They are French versions. They did get extra cards in the French version that we did not get. Also, I do not have any Asian cards. There is an Asian card that I probably will point it out where you're like, oh, well, you should have had that one. Well, I didn't want to because, again, I wanted this to just be the English set. So this is now where series 2 starts. This is the end of series 1. Like I said, there weren't that many cards. It was just a small little set. And then comes series 2. This is why I wanted to, when you guys see me opening the packs, I try to keep one pack because I don't remember. I remember this one. This pack was blue, and then this one was blue as well. But then I noticed online that some of the packs were red, some of the packs were yellow. So I'm like, I don't remember that. I just remember blue, and then red, which series 3 was red, and then it was yellow gold. I don't know about series 6, which you'll see later on. But yeah, I'm still so happy about this. The Raremon, the Gonzimon. Like, I really did like the artwork for this, especially that Myotismon. That's one of my favorites, the Godamon. When I would collect these two were like two of my favorites. That Metal Greymon was really cool to me too. So yeah, I was pretty much into Digimon more than Pokemon. And again, I did pull all of them except for this one. This is the one I actually bought, Aero Vidramon. I was not able to get my hands on this. And I did have a couple of friends that did collect Digimon, and pretty much nobody had this one. So I never got to see this until I ordered it from eBay. And I was like, you know what? I want to finish series 2. So this was a little bit before COVID, but a little bit after I finished my Pokemon stuff. But yeah, this was to me the hardest one to get. Luckily, I got it for less than $10. He probably is more expensive now because a lot of these cards are probably going up in price, especially after COVID. Puppetmon is another cool one I liked. I did like that Cherrymon. Garbagemon, bleh. Like, how are you an Ultra? It's because he has a rocket launcher. And then the power options for this set. And then comes Series 3. Now, Series 3, see, this is where the problem starts with Digimon, because in Series 3 is where the background changes. And I'll show you guys the background later on. Series 2 and 1 had the same background. Series 3 changed the background. So if you were playing a card game, if you actually knew how to play this, and let's just say they did have official tournaments, I don't know, you were going to need to have this a sleeve that was not clear, like I'm going to say a black sleeve, and cover them all up, because you could probably tell which one you were going to draw. That's how much the game changed. But then on Series 3, now this is the one I remember that was red. This set is where now they just went into a 3D printing. So that's pretty much what happened here. And I did pull a couple of these. A lot of these I had to buy. This is the set that I just didn't really complete. I think I had a couple of these. I didn't have all of these, but I had to buy a couple of these as singles. Again, a little bit later, before COVID happened. I did finish this a little bit. I'm going to say after COVID. Well, COVID is still around, but after the lockdown, I pretty much finished this. But I did get a lot of this before the lockdown, and then after the lockdown, I'll show you guys where I was like trying hardest to get. I know I didn't get this Greymon, but I pretty much had a lot of these. I probably didn't get the Radramon over here. I did have him. I did have these. I don't think I had him. Maybe, but I wouldn't remember. I remember just as soon as I finished this set, I was happy. But I did get everything. The Magna Angemon I wanted so badly, because the Angel Digimon are like some of my favorites growing up as a kid. I did get a Hollow him. That's pretty awesome. The Metal Tyrannomon, I paid like $50 for this guy. He's one of the harder ones to get for this set. Same goes for the Weregreymon and the Metal Garurumon. And it sucked for me because when I was going to get these two, I bought them and they got lost in shipping. So I had to rebuy this from another person who was selling it. And it really sucked because these guys are pretty much the expensive ones for the set. He's like I said, he was like $50, but these guys together were like, I'm gonna say 150, because they were like 70 each. But yeah, they were pretty pricey, and I had to buy them both. I know I didn't have that guy. I forget what I paid for him. I know Seraphimon was pretty expensive too. And I did forget to mention, this is the set where now the Digimon, so you had your gold rare letters still, but you had your Digimon now coming as foils. So some of them were actually foils instead. Did I pull him? No. But I know there's cards here that I have that are foils, and they're different, but only the Digimon are foils. I'll show you guys what I mean later on, because we still got to keep going. And then this was the end of Series 3 with the Digi-Egg cards. This is the hardest one to get. This is the second hardest. The Digi-Egg of Destiny, I paid around almost 40 bucks for it. Miracles, I paid like 10, but these two are the hardest. You could get the others easily, but if you were to start this, I would not recommend starting to collect Digi-battle. It's going to be a pretty pricey. Same goes for this set. This is another set that was pretty tough for me to get. All I had was Talmon, and then I had these guys. I did not have none of this. So I pretty much bought all of this. So this is now Series 4, like I said. And that was another thing, before I forget, another thing, and I wanted to mention that, when I reviewed it, when I unboxed this binder, I like to use the 3 sets binder, which is, as you can see, it's these holes right here. And these were actually a special type of binder, so you had to use the sleeves. I didn't want to use these sleeves, and especially I don't like it how it looks like you could like cut it off right there. And I don't like these, but I had no choice but to use the one that came with it. So luckily for me, it was good. I did buy from another person on eBay the extra ones I needed, so I can, you know, finish putting this whole collection in here. So what came with this binder was not enough for me to fill up the whole Digi-battle collection. So thank you to that person on eBay for selling. Actually, thank you for all the people on eBay who sold me these Digi-battle cards throughout the years. Here are 2 of the rarest ones for this set. I had to buy these. I paid I'm going to say pretty cheap compared to what people were offering it. I got lucky. I think I won him in a bid, and especially foil. And I got lucky with him too. So I know I didn't pay more than 50 bucks for these 2, but yeah, they're pretty pricey. They're some of the rare ones in the set. Same goes for the Grand Kuragomon. I got this from a person in Canada, if I remember correctly, and I was so happy because a lot of these Mega Evolutions, they are pretty hard to get. I did pull him, so I didn't need him. I think he was a common, but I don't know. I actually didn't know how the commons worked in this set. What was a common, was an uncommon, what was a rare? I never knew. But yeah, I mean, I have all my collection. I mean, I'm proud of it. And again, if you guys will notice, there's an S there. That means it's a special rare. And again, I'll show you guys in a little bit what I mean. Well, I can kind of show. I know I have an extra one of him. You will see that one of his attacks is going to be stronger. So 440 and 430, 390, 390, 260, 260. It based on his color. That's what he'll have an extra 10 power. So if you had a foil one of this, you'll have an extra 10 power to whatever his little symbol is here. So I mean, pretty cool for a little thing right there, but you know, it's not like the biggest thing, but I mean, it's 10 power. If that was Pokemon, oh my goodness, it would be a different type of thing. Then there was these power options. Some of these were pretty hard to get, actually, because again, when it came to Series 4, I got some of them. I didn't get a lot of them, and yeah, I got some of them, but the power options were the ones I didn't have. I didn't have the banana, the sacred fruit, the banana right here. And now this is with Series 5. I did almost pull everything except for 3 cards. There was a store near my mom's place that was selling a whole booster box, and I bought that whole booster box, and I pulled everything basically here. The only thing I didn't pull was this guy right here. This is one of the ones I was missing, but I pulled everything here. Everything. I didn't pull the Armageddonmon. I did pull the Diaboromon, but the Armageddonmon I actually bought again. He was from Canada too with the Grand Koragomon. I bought it from I think the same person, but yeah. Everything else I pulled the special Imperial Dramon, Platinum mode, Paladin mode, not Platinum. I did pull him. I pulled the tree. I pulled Zulamon actually as a hollow, and the Bahamon as a hollow too. So that's pretty cool. These are supposed to be, because they're the gods, so they're supposed to be gold lettered, just like Armageddon and Diaboromon. The Omnimon was not. The Paladin, I don't know. I never seen it unfoiled. So I mean, when I saw it being sold on eBay, it was sold as a foil, but I didn't pay attention. But I pretty much pulled everything, like I said, except for that Armageddonmon and him. There's one more that I didn't pull. I have to remember while I go through this. But yeah, I pretty much pulled all of this you're seeing here. Actually, it was the Seahorsemon. Was it? I think it was him. But I pretty much pulled everything. Even all of this right here, the power options. Yeah, I pulled everything. So yeah, it was pretty much the Seahomon, and the Armageddonmon, and the Maharamon. And then here comes Series 6. Now, this is the reason why I would tell people, if you told me you were going to start collecting Digi-battle cards, I would tell you no, because this is the most expensive set. This set right here is where you're going to throw all your money. And number two, it is the hardest cards to actually find. Not a lot of people sell Series 6 cards, and especially because Series 6 had a very low print rate. This, to me, right here is the most expensive set. I paid a big amount of money for that Lucymon. I paid, I'm going to say $1,000 for that Lucymon, because I wanted to finish this collection. I forget exactly how much I paid for it, but I know it was up there with around $1,000. That's how expensive this set is. So that's why I would tell you guys no. Now, if you were to collect nowadays, now mind you, I got this during the COVID. Yeah, when I finished this set in COVID, and this is one of them. Actually, no, a little bit after the lockdown, but I bought this around COVID. The Gold Vidramon is another hard one to get. It's really super hard to get too. So he'll be up there in price. I did get him for under 300, I'm gonna say. He will probably sell for a lot. Getting these commons and uncommons, you're looking at around $20 to $40 to $50 just to get one of them. They are really, really pricey. I bid it and I won it, but that's how I got pretty much all the collection without getting rares or hollows, because hollows in this set too are expensive. But pretty much a lot of this I got from buying it from a person who had a little collection, and I won the bid. This was another hard one to get. I paid like around 60 to 80 bucks for it. Luckily for me, I had these guys came together. Yeah, a lot of these came together. The Ophanimon, oh my goodness, I paid 800 bucks for that one. I got lucky. I paid 400 for him. Lilymon, I think that's a misprint. That's not how you spell her name. So there is a misprint on that. Well, they made a mistake. I know I paid like around 25 bucks for this Geckomon. So I'm telling you guys, don't start collecting these. Enjoy the fact that I have it, and I'm showcasing it to you guys right here. I mean, it is by far one of my favorites sets that I have, and I'm proud of it, but my goodness, it is expensive. This one I paid around $800. The Justimon, I got lucky and I got it for under 300. The Gatlinmon, I bought it from a person who wanted money. This was the last card I got for the collection, and I was done. I got this a little bit after the Lucymon, because once I got the Lucymon, this was my birthday gift for 2 years ago. So it is now 2024. So yeah, 2022 is when I finished this. But yeah, I got the Gatlinmon finally. And then I was done. I was completely done. Some of these option cards even are expensive, hard to get. The Fire Crystal's the toughest one out of all of these. I think it was. I pretty much got a lot of these as a part of the bundle, but the Fire Crystal I was missing. I think I was missing the arrow. And I was probably missing one of these guys too. Oh, I was missing the knight device or the rook device. I was missing one of these two. So yeah, I paid a pretty penny for a lot of this stuff. So, and this is where the starter decks cards come from. So this is where it's ST. So Boo, what was it? Boo 324 is the last one of this set. So after this, they made no more. They discontinued the set. And again, because of the low printing of this one, I didn't even know this existed until I started to tell myself, you know what, I'm going to finish my collection because I only needed a few cards. Series 3 and Series 4 were like my major two that I need to finish. I have Series 1 finished. Series 2, I just needed that Arrow Regimon. That's where I started. Series 3 and Series 4, I just needed to get a couple of cards. Series 5, I just needed 3 cards. So I was pretty good. And then when I noticed there was a Series 6, I was like, what? I never seen that one. So then I started that one. And yeah, that's where I was like, oh my goodness, never mind. Series, and now the starter decks, there's going to be another one I'm going to showcase in a little bit that I didn't even know they existed. So this was the very first one. This is probably the thumbnail I'm using for it. Actually, it is. I already made the thumbnail now that I think about it. Yeah, so you'll see the starter deck. That one. And it's the only one of those starter decks that actually had first editions, because again, as you saw from Series 2, they no longer use the first edition symbol. So it was only Series 1 and starter deck 1. So yeah, this was like one of my favorite cards. But yeah, here is like, this is where they started a lot of the foils and non-foils. And it was funny because the Series 2, I think, or Series 1, I forget which one it was, but you will pull a holo, and it was for the starter deck. So you could probably get all of these in foil. I didn't bother trying, but I got some of them, but I wasn't going to bother getting all of them. But yeah, some of them are pretty cool. I mean, these two were the main foils. They were the main cards of the set. The Hercules Kabuterimon and the Saber Leomon. Other than that, the rest were just part of the ST card. But you did get a lot, as you can see. It gave you purple, green, well, shadow. I'm going to say it was shadow, air, fields. Data was the only one missing. And then there's virus. Yeah, because this is before, because virus is right here. Oh no, actually, is that virus? No, virus is that one. That's shadow, I'm gonna say. And then there was a metal Edamon, and if you guys play this game, you will want to use that metal foil metal Edamon, because it added an extra 10 power compared to the base one, which was 50. So yeah, and then this one was the other foil in that starter deck. I know this one came back in EX. And it's actually funny. Tomato Juice, I believe he's pouring. And he's like, ooh, this is sweet. So I found that card hilarious. And then this is where I think it was called Street Starters. That's what the starter decks were called. Street Starters, I believe. And this is where number 2 starts. And I have all of them. I still have like I don't have the boxes, but I still have like the mat and all that stuff that came with the packs. So I actually get this one. I remember I got it at Target. Target was like your best friend for Digimon, the card game. These were the main two for this Street Starter 2. The Street Starter 1 and then Street Starter 2. And then 3 was this one. So Metal Greymon were the first two. These are actually the cheaper ones, especially Street Starter 1. 2, it was pretty cheap too, and I'll show you why. And then he was Phantom, whatever his name is, I can't even. Phantom Sulkmon. It was the main foil for that one, and I believe it was, yeah, and the Babamon. So they were the main. Now this is where I didn't even know this Street Starter 4 started. I didn't even know this one existed. And then there's 5. Now this one I actually bought it as a bundle as well. So I just got the cards only because they were not selling a box. I mean, finding a box of these guys, especially brand new, have fun because that's going to be pretty expensive. But I did get a lot of this from just a person. I believe I needed to buy the Guilmon. So the Guilmon I paid for 18 bucks. If you find these individual, they're going to be expensive. So this is why I tell people, don't even bother trying to get Digi-battle, because these guys are going to be expensive. And I'll show another one. The Cephmon. Oh my goodness. This is the hardest one to get. If you were trying to get these single, this is the hardest one to get. Out of all of these, I had pretty much everything in here except for the Dragon mode, which I bought it from a person, the Cephmon and the Guilmon, because I was missing like 5 cards for this set. Cephmon was one of them, and it was super, super expensive. I bought it actually, the person who sold this one actually sold it with a couple other cards. So yeah, I sold pretty much all those other cards except for one of them. So I still have that one available, but yeah, this set, oh my goodness, it is expensive. Like they were advertising like, look, you're gonna get the Gallimon and the Mega Gargomon, so it was cool. But Dragon mode was not there, so I had to buy that. Luckily, I found that one, but that one's also very hard. But Cephmon, I could not find. I remember checking every day on eBay until he appeared. Same goes for that Dragon mode. Well, no, the Dragon mode, a couple of people had it, but it was pretty hard to find. Then comes Street Starter 6, which is this one, and I was missing a couple of these actually. So I only had the Renamon, was missing all of this, and then I had a couple of these except for the Myotismon, the Skullsaitamon, the Devimon, and the Seizuremon. But pretty much everything else I got. Yeah, the Renamon, I had to pay like around 20 bucks for this one. So I'm letting you know, it's not a cheap collection. I got lucky with these guys when I found them. This guy is pretty pricey, if I remember correctly, if you were getting a single. This guy, he was like around $20 to $30 just by himself. Finally, when I got him, but he was pricey. Same goes for the Myotismon, the Skullsaitamon, the Devimon. Like they're pretty pricey just by themselves. I got lucky with the bundle, but they're pricey as heck. And they're pretty hard, especially this one. In this set, I would say probably he's the hardest to find by himself. Again, I would check like crazy. I was checking every day until I finished this collection. I did get my Myotismon with this, and the Creepmon, and this one. I did not get this one, so I had to find that one. Somebody was selling it, so awesome. I think it was H. This is the only one I couldn't. This one, if you try to find the power options and you try to buy these, have fun, because you're not going to find them easily. This took me a bit to find, It was the hardest option card. Out of all of them, it was the hardest. So I'm letting you guys know it's not a cheap game, man. It is very, very expensive. But I am happy I got my cards. I mean, these two are the foils. But yeah, and then here comes these promotional cards. Now, it sucked because, what was their number? BW and DW, right? No, DW. So, he was offered in the PlayStation game, and he's DW01 and he's DW03. Now, he was offered with the other game. DW2 never was released. Like, there's only been rumors and speculations of what number 2 was, but it was not released here in the States. So we don't even know what 2 is. So there kind of sucks. Like for the collection, like it's like, wait, where's number 2? Well, it never came out. So we don't know what it was. And this is the problem with Digimon Digi-battle, the card game, is the background. As you can see, this is the first 2 sets plus the first starter deck, and then after that they started using this set. Now this background, it looks cool and all, but if you were going to use cards from this, it's going to look bad with this one. This is by far one of the most expensive collections right here by itself. I paid like around 700 bucks, I believe, or 800. I can't remember. But the reason why is because nobody has this, the English ones. It's very hard to find. And if you do get it, you're going to pay a pretty penny. Just simple as that. They're very, very hard to find. You could probably find the French ones, or you'll find the Japanese ones, but you have to get the ones that said FX. Those are the English ones for Fox. That's how I think it was released, like with some Fox promotion. But that was the only way you were going to get this. Sadly, you know, Kari was not there, but this was just based on the first season. So It's just them. But yeah, if you wanted this collection, have fun. Because it was really hard to get. Finally, when I bought it, like I said, I paid like $700-800 for it. Next set that's pretty tough. Well, actually, no, this is one of the easiest. The Digimon, the movie cards. Like, yeah, I bought a person had a whole pack of them to buy, so I bought a whole couple of packs from the person. I pulled almost everything. You'll probably see it in one of my I think I made a video and I basically put the one card I didn't get from that pack, but and I put a little thing saying, hey, I wasn't pulled, but I pretty much pulled all of these guys. But yeah, and then they made one mistake, that Rappermon is not a champion, so yeah, that's an ultimate. So there's another little mistake. So yeah, have fun trying to evolve into him, and then try to, I mean, I guess you could cheat, but yeah, here is the last of the movies, and then comes the next set. No, actually, these are all the movies right here, and then there was this special card that was given out at Universal, the Goldramon foil. I have no idea why Universal, but I'm so happy I got that one. This is one of the priciest ones too. Hard to find too. I got lucky I found it. I bought it. These guys right here actually came with figures. These were toys. But the problem with these guys is these guys are not cards. They're actually like thick cardboard. Well, plastic, but they're thick. They don't feel like a card. So these guys won't break easily. Like, you have to really break them. I would use a scissor, but these guys, you could just slip. These guys, you cannot do that. So, but these guys came with a card. That's why they have like a darker, they're more darker than these guys. As you guys see, they're more lighter. But yeah, these came with toys, and they were DP. Yeah, DP. But they came with toys. So movies, Universal, because that's UN, and it's the only Universal. And then came the Taco Bell promos. Taco Bell promos are actually some of the priciest ones too. Hard to get. These guys were pretty easy to get. The Quagamon was pretty hard to get. Centaurimon, a little bit hard to get. Devimon was pretty hard to get. He would appear from time to time. Andromon was actually one of the easiest ones to find. And if I remember correctly, this was the promotional card. Yeah, that came with the movie. So, and then this one was the card, the little piece of paper that came with the Taco Bell one. So we're pretty much at the end, guys. So this is pretty much everything. And yeah, so here are the final cards, and then they give you these tip cards with the Taco Bell cards. So tip 1, tip 2, tip 3, and 4. So it's pretty much a tip to how to play the game, and that's the background for that promo to promote it. And pretty hard to get. I actually had him, really hard to get. I actually had 2 of him because I had to buy a bundle just so I could get, because I bought him, and then all of a sudden somebody was selling more Taco Bell cards that I needed, and I had to get it in the bundle. So I actually sold this Boltmon back in the day for like around $50. So I mean, now he probably will go for higher. And the War Greymon, this is probably the expensive. I recently saw that he goes for like 1,500. I'm like, holy crap! I paid like less than 100 for him. Like when I saw him available, he was like around 120. And now he's really up there in price. So it's another reason why I would not recommend for anybody who wants to collect Digi-battle cards for Digimon. I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, this is pretty much my whole collection. I'm proud of it. I finished it. I had a long journey with it, and it's now in this cool binder for Digimon the card game, which I wish Premium Bandai will kind of sell these, for those who missed the pre-order. But it's like, no, you don't sell them, so then you have to buy it from scalpers. Because, man, if you're going to tell me, should I buy this cool binder, I would say, yeah. I mean, if Premium Bandai would just say, well, we're going to have a couple of these for like a Gen Con or something, or Origins or Essence Feel, I would say, yeah, go ahead, because this is very nice. But with that being said, I got a special thanks for you for watching. Yes, the video was long, and I hope you guys enjoyed my memory lane of my Digi-battle cards. I've been having this since I was a kid. I'm gonna say, well, no, more teenager, but I cherish these cards. I mean, it's nostalgic world for me. But leave a comment below what you guys think. Don't worry, there will be more showcases. I still think I need to showcase my Pokemon trainer cards with the promos cards. I put them all together, so I will probably showcase that one, and we'll see from there. But stay tuned for more videos. There are more coming. But with that being said, again, special thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.